get
the
into
Earth is
the.
round.
I believe the Earth is 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 round.
Ain't that a? Never mind. I got it mixed up with somebody else.
So just as a polls, who here believes the Earth is flat?
Yeah, raise your hands right now. Any of you guys take flights?
I think we've all taken
Airplanes.
I would
flights.
have to assume everyone
Yeah.
at some point in their life.
I mean, is it a thing? Do you guys hear about flat Earth out there? I mean, is
I've
it
heard like some things. I never believed they existed, to be honest. I was like, there's no way you think this.
I feel like I've only seen it on like TV or like movies. Like I've never perceived someone in real life being a flat earther.
I was very surprised just to find out somebody in here was a flat earther in the first place.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
I
thought
think the
that
Earth
the
is
flat
flat.
earther would be someone that like didn't go to college. So
That's what I was gonna. I was also gonna say single and live with your parents.
So like my image of flat earther is like just a generic white guy.
I picture somebody who's a little bit lanky, who wears t-shirts.
Okay, should we maybe start by doing like what does everyone do or what does everyone study or something like that?
I went to UC Berkeley and studied biology, but now I'm a Twitch streamer.
I have a bachelor's and master's in mechanical engineering.
Woo!
I
Well,
study
that shit good.
sociology and kinesiology.
I work for an electronics company. We develop
We've seen him
products,
before.
mostly that is used with the Air Force and government.
Got my bachelor's in psychology, and then I'm currently at UCLA getting my PhD in neuroscience.
I'm currently getting my BS in microbiology and I'm pre-med.
I have had a few careers. I was a high school English teacher. I was a software engineer, and now I'm a restaurateur.
So like what evidence is there that the Earth is flat
restaurateur?
or I guess round?
Like, what? Why are you a round earther?
What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I guess,
why
yeah.
are you a round earther?
There's a lot of things regarding like whether the Earth is round, you know? Like obviously people have traveled around the world, and if the Earth was flat, somebody would have fallen off. Like secondly also, every single planet is round. So why would every planet plus the stars be round, but Earth is flat? Just also third, when you look out in the horizon, you can only see about 12 miles out. If the Earth was flat.
Damn. So you got to think about it. One person in here really does think the Earth is flat. And then they hearing all these good points about how they dumb as hell, and how the Earth is really not flat and round, and they gotta agree.
But you could see out forever, hypothetically. So the Earth is round, in my opinion.
Damn, that was a lot of points.
Good answer right
You know,
there.
a lot,
Watch a lot
actually.
of documentaries.
It's a little suspicious over there.
Wait,
You know, a little too
I think
much.
you're arguing my point pretty well.
I don't know. She might be overcompensating.
Right?
That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, obviously, like if you're a flat earther, you gotta know the
I'm
talking
thinking.
points
I gotta
about-
think.
If I were to add anything, I would just say like, I
Gotta
mean, we
think.
also have like photographic evidence.
I feel like trying to come up with arguments for a flat Earth just to spice up the conversation. I mean, they could fisheye the photos. They could like.
Yeah.
They photoshopped it.
You know, that's a solid point. You know, they could be photoshopped.
I just think it's funny that
So it couldn't be the teacher, because he's a teacher. He should know the Earth is not flat. So he got to be X'd out.
this is a thing. I was a software engineer. We did geomapping. Okay, so we had to map distances between addresses, and there's a thing called spherical geometry.
Actually, the ancient Greeks figured that out. There were enough of them that walked from one town to another. They're like, this is not exactly where we think it should be. And they were clever enough that into the thousands of years BC, they knew that the Earth was round.
Also, I always wonder, like, is there an edge? Like, have you guys seen, like, Pirates of the Caribbean? You know, when they fall and they go to the edge of the Earth, and, you know, like, that's how I envision flat Earthers believe. And then also, what happens with night and day? Like, if it was flat, and then the sun, like, how does that work? I don't know, I haven't done enough research on flat Earthers.
When you travel, I mean, you can travel both ways around, right? You can go one way or the other to get to the other side of the world.
Like I've flown to
Doesn't make
Shanghai
sense.
so often, and I've also been to Europe. So like at some point I should have fallen off, right?
Yeah,
like
I mean,
one or the
theoretically,
other.
right? If there's an edge, you should
Yeah.
have at least seen, yeah.
Wait, are any of you guys religious?
Yeah, I'm Hindu.
Damn. I'm trying to.
I'm not religious.
Yeah, I think she might be a flat earther. She hasn't said shit the whole time.
I'm Catholic.
Protestant.
I don't like the term religion, but
Like a belief.
yeah, I'm a believer.
I prefer the term theist myself.
I'm an atheist, yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe in religion.
Gotcha.
Whoa.
Damn, titty jumping. But,
Where are you going? What's the rush?
Oh, you know, I'm just running away from.
I'm gonna go
They
get
know
the
how to get a
sponsor for this video.
motherfucker.
Never
Titties
frozen,
came out.
dietitian.
With vacuuming up time. Then limited
Shut
stuff.
the fuck
Bring this
up.
up.
Shut the fuck up.
Literature, you must be a free thinker is a.
Alright, let's go.
He is an English teacher, and if you do literature, you must be a free thinker, and your mind must be able to push the imagination.
Damn.
When he started to defend flat earthers in the beginning, I was like, Plus, he also looks the role, I'm sorry to say, but he also kind of looks like a flat earther.
Damn. They were trying to get the two white guys out of there.
Why do you think they were suspicious of you?
Well, I'm a little bit older than most of them, and I have a little bit more of a variety of a career.
Can I ask what like political affiliation everyone has?
Yeah, sure. I'm unaffiliated. I don't like politics, so.
Yeah, same. I guess I would lean more towards like a liberal. I feel like I'm privileged enough to not be into politics like that.
I mean, same. I don't want to like disagree with what everyone's saying, but it's true. So.
Well, now I don't want to say anything because I mean, if I had to pick a team, I'm definitely conservative, but through considering things logically.
I'm more of a, I say I'm a left-leaning moderate. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I.
What the fuck is a left and a right? A right? What is it? A lefty and a righty or a leftist and a rightist? I don't fucking know what it is.
Lean more liberal, but obviously making sure.
I
to think
hear
about
people
things
say
in
this, but I
context
don't
and
never
reason,
know what the
things
fuck they mean.
Wait, okay, I have a question. What's the defense you can make for flat earthers? I always like to like look at the other
Yeah.
opposition
question.
to make a conclusion.
You know, I will say this is probably gonna like make you guys think that I'm the mole, but I will say that I'm not 100% sure we went to the moon, so I'm not like
Okay.
I'm not 100% convinced that we've gone to the moon. So I don't know, maybe if we didn't go to the moon, what else could the government be lying to us and NASA be lying to us about?
What's your reasoning behind that, though?
I mean, like a lot, I guess. A lot of things just seem suspicious to me. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, cool that we went to the moon. But then I'm like, well, we went to the moon with very little tech, like the tech that during the Cold War, and then also just like the flag was waving, which I mean, I guess really doesn't make any sense considering there's no wind in space. But and then like also there were shadows, which also doesn't really make sense because the Earth, because the way it was. But yeah, I mean, yeah, so I just had a bunch of questions, that's it.
Interesting.
It's not 100%.
But like you, I also agree that we wanted to win certain aspects of the Cold War one way or another.
Yeah, I was
so.
gonna say.
Were any of you guys like? I mean, I did vote Ryan out. So was there anyone else that was like suspicious to anyone?
I will say I voted for Georgia. I apologize.
I
but
also did, yeah.
But just because
you can't apologize right now because you don't know if he's a flat earther or not.
defending them a little bit, so I was like, you know.
I think it's maybe like scientific curiosity.
I mean,
trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and then also, I mean, you're conservative, and a lot of listen. I mean, a lot of right-wing individuals believe some pretty insane things, like Trump is still president. Far right wing, far right can be pretty crazy thinkers. So I'm not sure where on the political spectrum you are, but you say conservative, and I get a little, I guess, a tid queasy, just a bit worried.
I'm interested, like, how come I mean, I get that you were trying to, like, see from the other perspective, but, like, what compelled you to, like, defend flat earthers?
So, from a scientific aspect, I think everything needs to be considered. What would you say if dude showed up and said, you know what? Instead of, like, things being normal like they are, space bends and time is flexible. What do you think of that? 100 years ago, I'm surprised anyone took up the idea at all. But that's kind of considered the norm for today. I might not be a flat earther, but I believe that space is flat. I don't think that time bends and space warps, but I think there's things that make it look like that.
He's getting the fuck up out of there.
I just got myself voted off the show, didn't
I
think that famous scientists in the past, like Albert Einstein.
How the fuck do you think the Earth is round but space is flat? What? So you gotta think both of
He
this
had to
is flat.
think freely about how to rationalize things that couldn't be answered at the time. So he answered questions that no
She
one
just
could
like, get
answer.
this nigga out of here.
Seems to know a lot, and a lot of flat earthers do a lot of research so that they can fight and argue their belief.
Do you not believe that gravity bends space and time? As it's like black hole theories?
I have an entire whole hypothesis on that. I've written a bunch of stuff personally and
I want to
whatnot.
hear it.
And,
Please talk about it.
and it would take a long time.
Do you know who the mole is? Comment down below.
So free thinking and so willing to consider all options that I thought his thinking could like transcend the round Earth and he could arrive back to the flat Earth conclusion again.
It was definitely him.
Yeah, I mean, if he started to doubt whether we were on the moon or not, I feel like he would have some other things to doubt.
That's a good reasoning. But George definitely out of that bitch.
I voted for Ikpamosa, mostly because I thought he was going to vote for me.
Damn. George, you knew that.
Well, I mean, when discussing scientific topics, you have to have a degree of open-mindedness. So kind of digging into that, I think, a little deep gave everyone the impression that I was free-thinking enough to be a flat earther and be trying to hide it.
If you want to keep playing because you think the mole could still be in the box, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3.
Damn.
That's majority.
He's gonna get booted in.
Round 3.
Cause they're gonna be
What are
like,
your guys' thoughts on climate change?
why he don't want to get out?
I think climate change is real and it's very scary when you look at what's happening to our environment.
I think you feel it. I mean, I feel like every single year summer keeps coming around sooner and sooner, and it lasts a lot longer. It's hotter. Yeah.
I mean, we're hearing about people dying of heat waves. Like it's, I feel like it's hard to not believe. I feel like at this point, if you're actively like trying to not believe that global warming is a thing, I'm like, this Earth, if you believe it around the flat, is I'm like,
It's going downhill. It's scary to think about. Every time I think about having kids, I'm like, oh, good luck, guys. Not my problem. I know.
I mean, honestly, it is our problem though too.
That's true. Yeah, I believe that we have a responsibility to kind of fix it. It's not, we didn't start this problem, but we could definitely make it worse. So we shouldn't do
how
that.
old is everybody?
I'm 23.
I'm 28.
19.
24.
Damn.
20.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Gen Z.
I feel bad that we voted out. Though.
I know.
So I mean, I feel like as a young group, we're more educated. So I feel like it's harder to like really point down, or for one of us to really believe.
Yeah,
For sure.
The Earth is flat. But
I was just gonna say one thing. I've watched this show before, and like they like to, throw you off by like appearance based. So, in the best way possible, you look very sciencey. I don't know. I don't know.
It's because of the glasses.
that's a hard fit.
I think I got a cool fit, you know?
I feel like even your educational background like fits it too perfectly that I feel like they could easily be like.
What was your educational background again?
I did ME for both bachelor's and master's.
Wait, but he could be
Cal
lying.
State LA.
Oh.
I'm kind of suspicious of you too.
I was
but
a
it's
little
only due to
suspicious
not
of
talking as much.
you and you.
I mean, I'll share. I mean,
I don't know.
literally
Sorry,
only because of the
I don't
comment
know.
earlier.
Her name is Tatum.
I don't know. The moon landings, and I was like,
oh my
really
God.
interesting.
Actually, I
Yeah,
forgot
that's the
about
only
that.
Yeah, I
reason.
mean,
So do
but
you
no, I
think
mean,
the
I was-
Odyssey to the Titanic happened? Submarine, submersible trip thing.
Did that happen?
Yeah, do you think that happened?
I think rich white people doing dumb rich white people things is going to happen to us.
that's fair.
So for sure, that
That's-
definitely happened.
I'm not gonna lie though, I was a little suspicious of you. Still kind of
Oh.
am. I think just because you said you were religious, and I feel
Oh,
like.
okay. Yeah, no, that's
I feel
fair.
like-
I will say, I mean, being Indian, you cannot believe in being a flat earther. You need to believe in like concrete, solid proof. Both of my parents are software engineers. I cannot go believing in flat earthers.
Alright, so we finna get down to that shit. Damn. No.
Please go join our friends.
He probably pissed.
Take one tiny step this way and one step forward. On the count of 3, raise your hand if you want to keep playing. 1, 2, 3.
Shit, let go.
Victoria has voted not to keep playing because they are confident that the mole's been voted out. If the box turns green, you 4 have correctly guessed the mole out and will split the cash prize. If the box turns red, the mole is still among the 4 of you, and they have won the cash prize to themselves. Are you four ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank
Oh,
God.
shit.
Thank you guys for all believing in round Earth.
You doubted me, but.
So let's see who. I bet you it's George. I bet you it's George.
Step forward. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Wait, really?
I know it's wacky.
Bro, that's the crazy thing is, I would say he was the one who would not be the fucking mole. Damn, I'm dumb as shit.
I actually am.
I had like all my money was on George, so I was like, wait, whoa, the school teacher is the flat earther? You were a teacher at one point, so for me, I was like, oh, well, I mean, he's a teacher, so he, you know, he wouldn't believe such a crazy idea. And here I am, wrong.
You had a pretty good shtick with the software engineer thing, but I can't say any more than vibe. I had a vibe, it was you.
Yeah, story-wise, it was with my team of engineers, which is interesting.
Ooh.
It's surprising how much you don't think about certain things until you do. My fiance, she's been on this before.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, which episode?
The globe Earthers flat.
Damn.
I didn't know if it was that one, but.
We're all taught certain things. We are, whether we admit it or not, we're indoctrinated with beliefs, with certain things, whether it's religion, whether it's government, whether it's what have you. You know, we're taught a lot
I'm actually
more
interested
what
in
to
what the
think instead of
fuck.
how to think.
If you don't mind me asking, do you believe truth is subjective or objective?
I definitely believe in an objective truth.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of ridicule, there's a lot of hate when people believe in something different, and I find it fascinating, really. I don't, it doesn't really bother me. There's trolls out there.
I'm just trying to
or as
understand,
Taylor
how
Swift
does he think
would say the haters will hate?
the
It's
Earth is
fine.
flat? Like, what is it? Like, what are his key points?
Yeah.
What are his key points? You know.